Hey guys, it's Kesara, and today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free review for Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. This book I was really excited going into because of all of the hype surrounding it. Tons of people have this book on their favorite books of 2019, and I felt a little left out, but I never read it in 2018, so it was one of the first books that I picked up in 2020, and oh my gosh, it is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. So this is an African-inspired high fantasy following the character of Tao, who pretty early on, something like really dark happens to him that just sends him on this kind of almost revenge story, and I absolutely love it. He has to go through a lot of training and a lot of hardship and a lot of fighting in order to get to where he ends up getting, and I love where he ends up. So for these reviews, I typically talk about 4 things: character, plot, world building, and writing style. So we're gonna start with character. And I think the characters in this book are fantastic. I really love the main character, Tao. Like, his growth and development from the beginning of the story up to the end of the story is fantastic, because I would have never expected him to get to end up where he did at the end of the story, but at the same time, like, every step of the way seemed very natural, and what he did was very natural that worked towards that end. I also like how ambitious he is. I love a good, ambitious main character, and like, Tao is one of the most ambitious main characters I've read about in a while, and I absolutely love it. There are a few other characters in this book that are really good, but Tao is really the one that stands out for me, because there's also his friend Jabari, and I also like this character is like just the tiniest part of the story. Lacan is Jabari's older brother, but like, he's a fantastic character. He's definitely an unlikable character, but it's done in a really great way that made me really love like the section of the story that he's actually in. So I really love the characterization. Like, I think it was really well done. I didn't expect it to be as well done as it was. There's also some really great character relationships. I forgot about that. There are some really great character relationships that are complex in ways that you wouldn't expect, and it was just perfect. I loved everything about the characters in this story. The next we're going to talk about is the plot, and the plot is a relatively simple plot, but it's a fun plot because it is very fast-paced. It keeps you on your toes the entire time. You're always like wanting to know what happened next, and the characters are like not overachieving. Like, they're pushed to the limit, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like they're doing something that is impossible for them to do, which I enjoy that aspect of it. But they're definitely put under a lot of stress, and it's so much fun to see where this plot goes. And the ending, I really love the ending. It was such a satisfying ending to a really action-packed story, and I cannot wait for the next book in this series. Next, I'm going to talk about world building, and I really enjoyed the world in the story because, like I said, it's African-inspired, so it's very different than your typical high fantasy, and there is an interesting magic system that, like, it's explained how the magic works, but it's still like a little bit mysterious in a way that I really love. There's a lot of potential to this magic system that I'm excited to see where it goes. I also liked that our main character wasn't really a magic user, but there were other characters that were very vital to the story that were, and I feel like it just really worked for this story, and I'm excited to see more of this magic system in the future. I also really liked the politics in the story. I'm really excited to just see where that goes. And lastly, we're going to talk about writing style, and I honestly think this was like a fantastic writing style because it was so fast-paced. Like, there was only like a small section in the story where I just kind of like, okay, we can move on a little bit, because it felt like it was repeating itself. But overall, like, I constantly wanted to know what's gonna happen next, where is this going? I always felt that, and I felt like it was because of the way that it was written and the way that it was structured. It worked really well within the context of the story and the world. I really enjoyed it. So I ended up giving this book 4.75 stars. If you guys have read this book, let me know down in the comments if you liked the epilogue, because I really love the epilogue and what is going to happen in the next book because of the epilogue. So please let me know in the comments what you guys thought. I post videos every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so consider subscribing. I also post bonus videos, so if you want to be notified as soon as I upload, you can click that little bell icon. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to support my channel. All social media links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.